Hello, welcome back to the channel. I've got another another new character. I've given up on trying to achieve anything significant in season 4. Having a bit more fun just messing about with some of the newish monster infrequents that they put in. There's an item that converts Inquisitor Seal to acid damage. Funnily enough, there wasn't one of them before. That you had ones that were converted to ether and some other stuff, but there's a season 4 one now, this thing down here, that converts a bunch of stuff on ranged expertise, and it puts poison damage onto Inquisitor Seal, converts 100% fire damage to acid damage on Inquisitor Seal, and puts minus 15% poison and acid resistance on Inquisitor Seal. So that's good. Now I've done an acid Deceiver gun build before on the normal game, you know, not the season game, the vanilla game. Those things are great. I got 2 of them. They will do 45%. That 45% elemental damage converted to acid is always on there, to Blood of Krieg. So I got 2 of them, so that's 90, and then you've got that thing up there that does a 45% elemental. So what you've got easily 100% elemental damage. So any fire, cold or lightning damage you do is converted to acid damage. So in a way, that 100% fire damage converted to acid damage from Inquisitor Seal, that would happen anyway. But you get that massive amount of poison damage added on, and you also get the poison and acid resistance reduction added on there. Plus, you also get the cool effect of Inquisitor Seal being green. If you don't have that item, if you haven't got that item on and you put Inquisitor Seal down, it's blue. There you go. So if you got that item on, it's green. Oh, that's interesting. The green one, oh yeah, because that's not dependent on an item. That's quite interesting, actually. Not really. It's got a better pulsing effect going on. Anyway, so yeah, so it's those 4 items. Those 2 target vulnerable things. They're easy to get. That comes off that boss up foggy bank thing. Actually, I'll go and see if I'll drop one, just for the sake of demonstrating where that putrid necklace. You go up from the foggy. So where I am, I went up to Foggy Bank Rift. That's back there. Hang a right, run through all these guys. And then you don't go too far, obviously. I'll show you all the skills and devotions and whatever in a sec. And this is in Elite. I've completed all the vanilla game quests in normal. I haven't done the season 4 stuff on this character. I got that item drop on another character, and it's quite high level because the area that comes from is towards the end. Just didn't drop it. Yeah, so that thing that drops from specific enemies in, well, I had a look on Grim Tools. It looks like it's only in a place called Forbidden Lake, and Forbidden Lake only opens up very near the end of the main quest line. Unless you know a different way of doing it. I mean, if you, you have to do something in the quest line to unlock that area. I don't think there's a shortcut way of getting in there. So my guy that got this was 50 something, and that level 52 item dropped. So I had to level this character up to 52 before I could use that. But luckily, the combination of them and that thing make it pretty viable from this, from early on. And I used a merit, went and farmed those guns on this character. I think I had that in stash. I had a full Explorer set. I'm still using a couple of bits of the Explorer set, actually. Yeah, I had a full Explorer set on, and I did the law note thing in Ultimate, got up to like early 30s in short order, and then just ran around in normal collecting shrines. It's pretty strong. What should we do? Where have I not been? I haven't been. Actually, I'll go and get the shrine in here, just to demonstrate. My health might be all over the place though, because resistances are a bit... I haven't maxed anything out yet. I'm still messing around trying to get gear to max out some of the resistances. But what you get, the combination of defensive stuff you get from Inquisitor and Occultist, apart from having very low health, is you get, if you look on Possession, that has got 15%, that's at, what's it, 13 points out of 12, so it's 1 point over. I mean, hopefully I can get that up a bit higher. 15% damage absorption. So incoming damage has 15% knocked off it, which is nice. So that's that. You've got Blood of Krieg with Aspect of the Guardian, 115% poison and acid resistance. So your poison and acid resistance is pretty much covered by that. You just need a couple of other things, adding a few points into that, and you're always going to have over the soft cap of that. Then on the Inquisitor side, if you stand on that, you're getting 30% elemental resistance. So fire, cold, lightning, damage coming in, 30% on top of whatever you've got. Now, what I've got is that's all right. Those are below 80, but obviously, if I stick that thing down and stand on it, they all go overcapped, which is nice. That's overcapped because Blood of Krieg is up 121% over maximum. That's bad. That's all right. That's getting there. That's not great, and that's pretty awful. So yeah, so I've got to be careful, not go charging into fights. Thing is, in Act 1, you, even in Elite, you kind of, as long as you know what you're doing and you know what enemies are coming up, you're sort of okay. Now that whole effect that's going on there, which is great, I'll show you how that works in a minute, once I've killed this bunch of idiots. Right, so although it's a gun build, I'm using Word of Pain and Curse of Frailty. Curse of Frailty, that's a 1 pointer, and I've maxed that out for the minus 26% poison and acid resistance reduction. Inquisitor's Word of Pain, I need to take some points out of that really. That's the thing that I'm relying on doing most of the damage. If you look at that, that's got Rumour on it. Rumour drops poison and acid resistance. Acid Spray is on Curse of Frailty. Rumour is on Word of Pain. Now, both of those skills, you can just fire them off and they come back. There's virtually no cooldown on them. So you go up to a group and hit them with both of those things, and then stand on your seal, and most stuff's just dead. And then you can shoot things. There you go. So that's both. Look at that. Look at the state of that. It just affects all of them, and it's a damage over time as well. So any group, you just chuck those Word of Pain and Curse of Frailty on, and they've both got resistance reduction devotions attached to them. So they affect a group. So most groups, and a heck of a lot of the hero types, get affected by both of those things, Word of Pain and Curse of Frailty. And then the devotion kicks in, so they've got 4 things affecting them, which is a barrel of laughs. Now, the other thing, what I've put, that's on bursting round. That was the most recent thing I got. I need to put more points in bursting round, obviously. I've maximum, right, 6 points. Once you get to 6 points, it hits a 20% chance to be used cap. So I won't put any more points into that. That Guardian's Gaze, that's a ball thing, like a poison ball that spins round, and you get multiple ones coming up. And they hit things and you leech health back, 15% of attack damage. So 15% of them hitting things, the damage comes, the health comes back to you. So I've got that on an attack rather than on Word of Pain or Curse of Frailty, because if you think about it, if you've got a group like that and you put those things on, and they're going to die out as they're running towards you, pretty much. So you don't want that Guardian's Gaze wasted on either of those things. What you want Guardian's Gaze on is if things are coming right up to you and you're shooting them in the face, then you want Guardian's Gaze to trigger. That's my theory behind it anyway, so it's not wasted. And what I'm working on now is this thing down here. There you go. So there's some more poison damage. I just wanted a few points of elemental resistance on that. That minus 5% skill energy cost, pretty good. But I've gone heavily on attack damage, rat, poison attack damage, that thing, poison attack damage, that thing, poison. Oh yeah, that's on Inquisitor Seal. There's me cunning requirement reduction for ranged weapons, poison thing, murmurs a poison thing. I think pretty much all the acid and poison constellations I've used. That's the poison side of Abomination, that's the chaos and vitality side of it. I'm going to kill a few more things. Because I've got that on, if you notice there's a plus 120 seconds, there's 2 minutes on Blood of Krieg, so even a forgetful person like me has got Blood of Krieg up all the time. So groups are pretty much toasted by the acid damage that comes off those Word of Pain and Curse of Frailty. And then anything that runs towards me has got 2 guns shooting them in the face. And if it gets right up to me, it's got the Inquisitor Seal dealing damage. And that Scorpion Sting Devotion that will come off Inquisitor Seal. Let's see if I can get it to do that. Yeah. You can see that circle of spikes it shoots out of the ground. Right, so levelling up. I put all my points into physique. I started on Inquisitor and was using Word of Pain to clear stuff. But because I did the law note thing and got to the early 30s quite quickly, you notice this Inquisitor's only gone up to 25. I could put more points in to get health and whatever. I'm not going to use... There's no point using that. I can't use that because you're limited to 1 exclusive skill, and I'm using that thing for the acid damage and the damage absorption. Ultimately better than that, which is it's going to be doing some acid damage. I think it would be doing poison damage as well. I think it would convert the burn damage to poison damage, but the elemental resistance reduction isn't going to be converted to acid resistance reduction. It's a waste of a flipping, well, it's a waste of all those points. If I don't go up to that, I can max out things I need to max out. I want to max that out. That's almost maxed out. Probably next level I'll put a point in that. I've got to get 5 more points in that to get it up to its 20% chance, so I get that tainted eruption going off a bit more frequently. I started off with that. I went straight for that. I think 6. It's green, and it needs, yeah. So you get your green point, and then you populate that, and then I grab whatever I needed to get down to Manticore. So I had 4 red, 6 green, got Manticore. Then what did I do? I don't know. I think I possibly grabbed him to get some red on the go, so I could work my way down to this. Ghoul I got pretty late on. It's really just the attack damage converted to health. It's good on that. It's kind of a circuit breakery kind of thing. I rarely need it so far. And that thing. Might as well record the Krieg fight because it'll be funny either way. I mean, I might die. Alright, Krieg, have some of that. See, this is where that Guardian's Gaze eyeball thing comes into its own. I like seeing his true power. Not bad at all. Don't kill me, Kriegy. So as soon as you complete the Krieg quest, it's not just killing him, you've got to complete the quest. You can't just go there and kill him. No, this guy will appear. So you click on him, you go, yeah, I'll do it. Then you go into Conclave. I mean, that was already there because I've used the merit, but right, watch this now. I think this is the quickest way of completing everything to get the Vanguard. Right, let's do it properly, jump, get the flipping things out of. Right, so I need one of them and I need 3 of them. So there's 3 left for ultimate and 1 of those left for ultimate. So I've got to do this first. Wait for that cooldown to go, stick another one down. Wait for that cooldown to almost go, and let's get it started. Dumped a load of bosses on me, and they're dead.
I could hear the battle.
Right. Complete that thing. Go up here. Talk to the Bysmiel lady.
You've been quite a my dear.
Yeah, I'll work with you. I'll speak to what's his face.
So you've chosen to fight under Yes.
Is this what you seek? Cool. Was there anything else? Where am I going? I've already have this beast's core. I'm now honoured with them. What else do they need? Alright. Krieg's probably better for me because of the acid stuff, but it doesn't really matter. I don't think they've got any, have they? I just do Bysmiel because they're flipping easier. Oh, they have got. Oh, they got Viper Venom. Oh, look at that. That's alright. 50. But yes, hang on. What have I? What's that go on? Guns. I don't think I've got a. Oh, I've got 1 Manticore Venom on that and nothing on that. Right, let's have 2 of them. That's actually good. See you around, mate. Sorted. So that's now got 100 poison damage and 80% acid, 80% poison on it. That's alright. That's actually not bad. I'm sure there's better ones. Something like I'll talk to that prat. Because that's the other thing. Once you complete the first quest for the faction you join here, this guy wants his tome of what's it from the. It's up here. It's up here in the Sunbane Oasis bit. I'll go and get it actually. See if I can remember where it is. Oop. Yeah, they take a bit of killing because they're. I think it's because they're poison dudes, and they're probably a bit resistant to it. See, that fight went okay. These will go down a bit quicker. Melted. The other thing, what you'll notice, which is great, that has a chance to freeze the target. So although the damage type is changed to acid, it will still freeze things. Actually, there's what's his there. Look, so you've got to go down here and under that bit of a bridge up here, and it's just up here on the left. Here it is. Here's what's his face's thing. Because it's a quest thing, you don't get ambushed. see there's a good combination of damage and life leech going on there. Right, I'll tag on some footage now of just a few of the big bosses in normal that I did with this. There's no commentary on it. Sit back and enjoy the quick fights.
The weak shall be purged. Will be your end.
This is a good build to try if you want to mess about with a gun build that is naturally quite defensive without you overthinking it, with that Inquisitor seal and with possession, and with Aspect of the Guardian on Blood of Krieg. You've got a whole load of different defensive stuff on the go without really working on it. So let me know what you think. It's not, you know, it's not going to be the celestial killer that we all want to play. I had a good comment on one of my videos. There's no celestial killers on your channel. No, I know, because I mess about too much. I apologise for that. Right, I hope you enjoyed that video. I'll catch you all in the next one.